Scorpio. I transform right in the middle of Scorpio season. This period is very important for you, collective. Scorpio season is going to be showing you a lot of truths that might be difficult to receive right away, because it's going to show you things that have been hidden for a very long time, and that's always painful when you first have to face it. Moon, soul, yep. This is showing you inner truths about your own soul, about the way that you've chosen to live your life up until this point, especially during this Mercury retrograde that we're in, that's going to last until the 29th of this month, I believe. This is really going to make you go back and review your life's choices from childhood on up, how you've chosen to relate to other people, the things that you've chosen to accept from other people, the things that you believe about yourself. All of that is going to come up. Everything that you've used to protect yourself from really being your most authentic self. Ninth house faith just jumped out. Spirit says, don't be afraid. Ooh, confirmation. I don't know if you can hear that wind because I have the noise cancellation on my microphone, but the wind just blew so strongly. I have all my windows open. Ninth house faith. Don't give up. Know that this rough path that you're walking right now, this difficult pathway, it's temporary. You have to have faith. You have to walk by faith. What are you having faith in? You're having faith in yourself. You're having faith in your ability to save yourself. Don't outsource your power. God is not outside of you. Spirit, the universe, it's not outside of you. It is you. You are one with Source. You need more money? Create more money. Manifest it. Get in touch with yourself. See where the blockages are. Where do you believe that you can't have more unless you do X, Y, and Z? That you are destined to be in a state of poverty, in a state of lack, that you can only hold so much. That's a big one for a lot of us. Many of us have been able to manifest, but we always manifest just enough. Just enough. That's an internal blockage. Did you see your mother struggling to make ends meet, never having enough money? That's where that comes from. And when I learned that, I was floored because I knew that was exactly what was going on with me. There's a part of us as a child that just starts equating our mother's financial struggles to our own, and we don't want to outshine her. It sounds crazy, but that's a financial block that a lot of us have. Secretly, subconsciously, we're not even aware of it. We are only able to manifest just enough to get by. Never truly an abundance, because we never saw anybody with an abundance, especially our mothers or whoever was your primary feminine caregiver. That stays with us. Spirit says, you want to change that? You got to walk by faith because you've never seen it done in real time before. So you're not going to have anyone to mentor you and hold your hand. You're going to have to step out on faith and let me unlock what's deep within your soul, because your soul is abundant. We have an abundance of air to breathe, even though there's 8 billion of us on this planet, even though we have pollution issues and global warming issues and all type of shit going on. When you breathe, you're not thinking, oh, let me only take a little bit of breath. Let me only take just enough. No, you breathe freely because you trust that there's an abundance of oxygen. This is the same way that we are to trust that there's an abundance of money. There's an abundance of love. There's an abundance of health and whatever you want and desire. But it's so difficult to get past the barricades in our mind, because our mind has been conditioned to believe, oh, no, I only have just enough. Capricorn, Capricorn is such a beautiful sign, and they're so misunderstood. Because yes, they're an earth sign, they're stubborn, they're very grounded, very, very practical. But the thing that I love about Capricorn is when Capricorn starts ascending and you start getting to the more spiritual side of Capricorn, it's the sea goat. It's not just a goat, it's the sea goat. That means it's able to be in the water, in the depths of emotion, and to climb the mountain with practicality. It's able to master both. And each zodiac sign has its opposite. All the signs are in partnership with each other, but also more importantly, with its opposite sign. All the signs are on an axis. So the opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. The feeling, the nurturing, the deeply emotional, deeply sensitive. Capricorn feels all these things. Now, they might try and shut it out, especially when they're unevolved, because they don't like being vulnerable. But this is their opposite sign. So this is a part of them that needs nurturing. And many times their Lilith or their Chiron may be in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, some type of very emotional sign. Because Spirit is showing them this is where you need to lean in. This is where you need to learn to express yourself. You know how to handle money. You know how to be practical. You know how to climb the mountain. But ascend, Capricorn. Ascend by descending, by feeling the depths of what you feel, by not being scared of the intensity of your emotion. You're not going to get swept away and make a bad decision. You're not going to end it all because you feel something deeply. Okay, you're not going to make a reckless choice that's going to set you back. And, Capricorn is the CEO. It's the boss. But true bosses, beyond the corporate world, the boss of your own life, the one that can really handle business, they're not afraid of their feelings. They know that their strength comes from their emotions. Their strength, their perseverance, and the diligence comes from the intensity of what they feel. That is the compass in which way to go. Then you put your hands to use in building and doing and, accomplishing. Once you are headed in the right direction based off of your soul. I'm not just talking about random everyday feelings that come and go. I'm talking about those deep feelings that never really leave you, where you just know you're meant to do this. You know you're meant to go here. You know you're meant to be here. Those are the emotions I'm talking about. That's what you need to lean into. And this is for all of us, not just Capricorn. 222, I see. Wow, 22 and 33. 222, 333 could be significant for you guys. There goes another 2. Oh my God. This is a time of balancing with all these 2s. Balance yourself so that you can move forward with a 3. 3 is about advancement, moving forward, that creative spark, that pioneering energy, that trailblazing energy. But you have to move from a place of balance with the 2, balancing your light and your shadow, what you like about yourself and what you don't, what you're confident in and what you're insecure in. You're masculine, you're feminine. We're all a bag of opposites. Then you have part of fortune increase. This is how you find that idea that catapults you into abundance. Not by working harder, not by saving more, not by being more practical, by leaning into your emotions, by being your most authentic self, which is your soul, by expressing yourself from a soul level. Not being afraid of what people are going to think of you, if people are going to accept you, because you accept you. As a matter of fact, rejection from your current circle is probably a great thing, because that means you're outgrowing them. That means you're ready to move on and advance. This is where your increase is. 4 and 5 is 9. That's about cutting away. It's about letting things go. letting that old way of life go, letting those old thoughts go, letting that old world mindset go so that you can bring in the new. And with the new comes new levels of abundance, new levels of wealth, love, health in every way. Then you got fourth house, roots. Where are you tied down? Where have you been stifling yourself due to what you learned as a child, due to your wounds? Have you been making all of your decisions through the lens of your wounds? Have you been looking at everything through wounding? That's why it's so difficult to choose freedom, because the wound tells you that's not safe. I don't know how that's going to go. I better be careful. I better choose what's safe and familiar. It's time to let all that go. Alchemy is changing things from one state to another. Okay, I'm sure we all know the old idea of alchemy, that they thought they could make gold out of anything, out of lead, out of a piece of paper. Like, it was all about the process of changing things from one state to another. And that's what we're doing all the time. We're just not aware of it. And Spirit says this is what you're doing with your own soul, with your own path. You're changing from this lower vibration that was denser, slower moving, denser as in heavier, slower moving, a lot of guilt, a lot of depression, a lot of sadness and shame, a lot of low self-worth and lack, poverty of mind and spirit, financial even. And you're alchemizing that into joy, happiness, purpose, peace, love, confidence, sure footing. Well, how do you do that? You don't just wake up one day and feel confident when you spent your whole life feeling insecure. Alchemy is about the step-by-step process of changing it. You start introducing new ideas. You start improving your own self-concept. Doing mirror work can be really helpful. Standing in the mirror and watching yourself as you say, I am worthy. I am ready for more. My nervous system can handle more wealth, more health, more love, more abundance, more responsibility. I am worthy. I am enough. EFT tapping, you guys know I'm big in that. That's another way you can do it. EFT tapping is helping you to release that old stuck energy, because you're resetting your meridian pathways. These are your nervous system centers. It's very important work, because it's the nervous system that's holding you back. It's what you have trapped in your body, in your somatic processing center, that tells you, I can't, I'm not, I don't have, I won't. It's not your soul. You didn't get that from your soul. You got that from your nervous system, which is your inner child, which is the one that experienced the victimization in childhood that made it the way that it is. Ascension, yeah. It's time to move forward and let all that go now. Your next level, you can't bring that with you. How can you walk into a board meeting of 100 people feeling like you're not enough? You can do it theoretically. There's successful people that are insecure all the time, right? But look at their life. We can take lessons from their life. They're not happy. They don't enjoy what they have, all these millions, and they're just as unhappy as someone that's broke and living on the corner. Meanwhile, there could be somebody that doesn't have hardly anything, but they're just happy as a clam. You know, 2 people living in a 1-bedroom, trying to scrape by, eating ramen noodles and shit, but they're so in love and they're so happy. Look at the difference in the quality of life. No, Spirit wants you to have both. Yes, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your millions and you can enjoy them. That's where you're going, collective. Shadow, but you must face your shadow. You must face those things you don't want to see. All those things you've spent so long avoiding. The things you drink about. The things you smoke about, or you fuck about, or you gamble away, or you fight about, or you shop away. Whatever other addiction that developed because you don't want to face the shadow. You don't want to face what hurts. You don't want to sit and feel embarrassment, shame, and humiliation. You don't want to feel not good enough. You don't want to feel rejected, second best, unloved, unchosen, unseen. But it's only in feeling it, truly feeling it, sitting with it, that you can release it so that it can leave you. The more you stuff it down, the more it stays. Yes, this is how you manifest. I'm giving y'all the tea today, and I ain't even charging you. This is a free YouTube video. This is how you manifest what you want. You get in touch with all of you. The good, the bad, the ugly. The shit you try to hide from the rest of the world. That's what you have to really feel. The alchemist. That's how you change. From one state of being to another. You must face it. And the things that have manifested in your life because of it. The people, the relationships, the jobs, the financial lack, the relationships with your children, with your friends, with your coworkers, everything as you look around your life, everything that has manifested into your life is a result of how you felt about yourself in the past. But you have a choice now. You have a chance to change these things now. And as you change yourself and your relationship with yourself, your external reality will begin reflecting that. You will begin inviting love to show up in new ways and in multiple different ways, not just a romantic partner. Everyone in your life will begin to reflect how much you love you. You know what comes with that? Unseen opportunities, miracles, overnight manifestations, lump sums of money where you're just like, damn, I didn't even know that was possible. New ways of being and relating to others in the world, new ways of exchanging energy, because that's all money is. It's currency. It's an exchange of energy. All these things show up in new ways when you form a new relationship with yourself, when your new identity is one of feeling confident, secure, that you are worthy. You do deserve good things. Things are always working out for you. These are things you should be telling yourself every single day. Things are always working out for me. I always get what I want in one way or another. I'm blessed. I'm chosen. I'm loved. I'm picked first. I'm that nigga or I'm that bitch. You know, just hype yourself up. The more and more you say it in believable ways, the more and more your subconscious will begin to accept it. And once your subconscious accepts it, you're golden.